hi guys, Alec Peirce at the ranch here. Just enjoying the Fireplace reading Voice of the Farmer. Yeah, one of the papers we receive regularly here at the ranch. Anyway, I thought I'd take just a minute, and tell you how we start a fire. Now, anybody that uses a fire to warm their house or anything else, you probably know how to start a fire. There's lots of different methods. But we have a method that works really, really well. Anybody can do it, which is helpful if you have kids and so on. And it makes use of all recyclable materials mainly, and it's instant and fast. So if you ever struggle to get the fire going on your fireplace, maybe there's something here for you. Let's give it a try. Right over there, I don't know if you can see over there, Kevin. Can you see over there? Just past the pussy willows. It's springtime here, 2019, so we have some pussy willows inside. But you see there's a brass bin with a bunch of pieces of wood in it, right? And then just past that, there's a round tin. You can see that behind the deer. You see the deer? Behind the deer. Okay, here we go. So in that round tin over there, we keep newspaper. We collect any kind of newspaper, break it down into single sheets. So it's a single sheet of paper. You only need one single sheet of paper to start a fire. If you are currently using a whole newspaper to start the fire, maybe this tip is for you. One single sheet of paper. And then you need a thin piece of that wood. What is that wood? Well, we actually buy that. We have millions of trees here, many thousands, and we have a whole lot of cedar. Half of it is cedar. We don't need, we have lots of cedar. Why do we buy that? Well, we buy that because it's cheap. First of all, we buy that second because it's bone dry, it's what they call kiln dried, and we buy that because we have found that it makes starting a fire very, very easy. Here's what we do, okay? The fire's out. Maybe if you're lucky, there's a couple of coals down in there from the night before. But it's 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, it's cold in the house, the fire's out. What do? Well, open the door, or doors, we have double doors, we just need to open one. Open the door, and the first thing you need to do to get the fire going is get some paper in there. Paper essentially is kindling, if you like. It is very flammable if it's dry anyway. So you take a single piece of paper like this and open it up. Now if you've ever watched Dan Aykroyd and John Candy in The Great Outdoors, you know, as everybody does, that you don't ball it up, you twist it. I think that's how Dan Aykroyd said it, wasn't it? You twist it, everybody knows. Anyway, twist the paper into what they call a bow tie, okay? And you throw the paper into the fire. Chances are, if you have some coals, it's going to start to smolder and burn fairly quickly. But the trick, of course, is to get that paper, which burns very easily, to start burning wood, pieces of wood. That's the trick. How do you do that? If you throw a stick of firewood on there, it'll go out. Won't catch. You got to build it up slowly, and most of you know that. So that's why we use these bundles of shingles. This is how you buy them. You get them anywhere, Home Depot, Lowe's, your local lumber yard. You ask for cedar shingles. Now be careful. These are not really cedar shingles. Cedar shingles are perfect. They have no knots in them like this. You don't put cedar shingles on a roof if the shingle's going to fall apart and the knots come out. You don't do that. So these are actually rejects, seconds if you like. They're used for shims. So ask for cedar shims. And carpenters use these to shim door frames and window frames when they're building a house. They're seconds, not really cedar shingles. Cedar shingles would be too expensive. Anyway, you get a cedar shingle, and to store them here handy, right by the fireplace, we break them, which is very easy. Break them down, put them into that bin, and we always have some handy. Now, grab one of those, and this is still a little bit too big. So you got a couple of choices. You can grab the end. Small, make it small, throw them across the paper, 2 or 3 across the paper like so. A little trick that I've learned, if you get, and you want to make it smaller and won't break, put it on the edge and bang it, like that. So you get nice little thin strips, just like that. Lay that. Now, when that paper catches, those cedar shingles, those pieces of cedar, thin strips, will catch almost instantly. And almost right away, you can put some small pieces of firewood on. And with the cedar shingles underneath burning, it won't go out. It'll actually burn until the firewood starts to burn. And pretty soon you'll have a small fire like this, then reach for your big wood and get it in there and go upstairs and start enjoying the heat. That's what we do. So the trick is those cedar shingles broken up into strips, and newspaper, of course. And don't forget, twist it. Anyway, maybe there's something in there to help you a little bit. Sorry, I'm going to go now. I need to go upstairs and maybe have a drink and sit and enjoy the heat. Talk to you soon. Alec Peirce at the ranch.